And so when did you reach home? Your classes stop at 11:40, na?
Yeah, somewhat.
Somewhat land. Okay. And when did you reach home?
I think like 12 o'clock we had to come out of school. I think like around 12:20 or something we reached home.
12:20 you reached home. Okay. That's okay then. Okay. So right periodicity. That is classification of elements and periodic properties. You must be knowing that some portion of this chapter has been removed. I mean, the NCERT that you have, it has some historical background also of the classification of elements and periodic properties, but those things have been removed, right? For example, the topics are, we had Lavoisier's classification, some part of it. There was also one known as Proud's hypothesis. These are the topics. Then we had Dauber, Dauber, Dauber-Reniers triad. Dauber-Reniers triads, right? Then we had Mendeleev's periodic table also, right? We had Mendeleev's, and also before that we had Newland's octave, Newland's octave, and after that Mendeleev's. So these topics have been the the historical aspect of periodic table. These have been removed. So we'll directly start with modern periodic table. Okay, we'll directly start with modern periodic table. So first, right, first topic is modern periodic table. Okay, in which class did you come across the periodic table, in class 9th or class 10th?
Sir, 10th.
Class 10th, no? So in 10th, I guess you must have learnt about the triads, then octave. This octave, if you remember, it was he got the inspiration from the 7 notes of music, na? Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, and then again it is sa. Do you guys remember, or you don't remember it? No?
Yes, sir, we do.
You remember something? Okay. So this was from Newland, and after that also you must have remembered Mendeleev, right? Mendeleev was a big thing in class 10th. It was an important topic. No, you're right. Modern periodic table. Modern periodic table you have written. Write the modern periodic law. I mean, this modern periodic law is the basis of the classification. Modern periodic law. So in this table, that is modern periodic table, the law states that physical and chemical properties of chemical elements are the periodic function of atomic number. It says what? It means that the atomic number, or the number of protons that is present in a particular element, it will determine its physical and chemical property. Okay, please write. Physical and chemical chemical properties of a periodic function physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of atomic number. Periodic function of atomic number. Now, the modern periodic table consists of 7 period and 18 groups. These periods, 7 periods, these are horizontal, and these groups are vertical. These groups are vertical. Let me know if you're done with this one.
Done, sir.
What about others? Hiba, Salman? Now, these groups are also known as families, okay? Groups are also known as family. What about the others? Khalid, Salman, Hiba? Let me know if you're done.
Done, sir.
Khalid and Salman?
Sir.
Done. Okay. Now, we will learn about these groups, and there are, okay, now one more point. After groups, 7 periods, 18 groups, and there are 4 blocks. S block, D block, B block, and F block. Okay, F block. Now write the topic. So this will seem like you are just jumping over a topic, but it is good, like without getting involved in S block, P block, D block, and F block. This will take a longer time. So in a short time, we will understand the concept. And from this topic, there is always one question from this chapter, and we'll always see a question regarding the nomenclature of elements after 100. So the next topic, that is nomenclature of elements with atomic number greater than 100. Okay. So for this, you don't have to, deal with anything. Just first of all, make this list of things, like there is digit, and each digit has a name, and each name has its abbreviation, okay, has its short form. Okay, so there's a digit, the name for that digit, and there's a short form. Remember that digit is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I say 12, now 12 is made up of 2 digits, 1 and 2. So for 1, there will be a particular name, and that name would have some short form, and for 2, there will be another name. So 12 will be made up of 2 names of the digits 1 and 2 respectively. So for digit, there are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get some more space. 8, 9. Now, is 10 a digit? Will 10 be a digit? Hamza,
No,
Hiba,
sir.
Khalid? No, no.
No, sir.
10 is not a digit. Okay. So we have only 10 digits here from 0 to 9. This one, if you add up, there are 10 digits in the Arabic Hindu numeric system. Now, name. Name for 0 is nil. And the short form for this is n. Name for 1 is un, qn. Okay, now my handwriting is such that my n and my u sometimes look similar. So I will try to make it a bit different as of now. Now it is different. There is a u. Then for 2 it is by. And the short form for this is p. For 3 it is try. Short form for this is t. For 4 it is quad. The short form for this is q. For 5 it is pent. The short form for this is p. Now for 6 it is hex. Now the short form for this is h. For 7 it is sept. And the short form for this is s. Now 8 is oct. Short form is o. 9 is enn. Again, the short form is e. Have you ever wondered, this is which month? September is which month in the
9th,
calendar? And October is?
10th.
But see, sept means 7, oct means 8. Think about it, okay? Maybe Google something and you will get the answer why it is like this.
Maybe something
And November,
related to Ember.
related to
No, sir, I just
number?
simply no Ember, like September. So Ember
No,
maybe
Ember.
something.
No, nothing. Nothing to not Ember. Ember doesn't mean +2. Okay, think about it. September, October, November, December. December is 10. I mean, deck is 10. So just let me know if you're done. Then we will do a few examples here. And after that, you can easily name them. Okay, this is very easy topic.
Then, sir.
Done. Okay. So for example, if I have to name, 105. Okay. So Hamza, what is the name for the digit 1?
Sir, UN.
UN. What is the, okay. Hiba, what is the name for digit 0? Yes.
Sir, short form or name?
Name for 0.
Nil.
Yes, Hiba. For 1 it is Anna. So for 0 it will be
Nil.
nil. Then you will write nil. And what is for 5? Khalid, what is the name for 5? The digit 5.
Pent.
Very good. Pent. Okay. So now you have written everything un, nil, pent, and then you just have to add IUM. That is the name of the element 105. Okay. That is the name for element 105. Now the reason why that IUPAC has come up with these type of names, because most of these elements after the atomic number 100, not after 100, basically after uranium, most of the elements that you will find after the 92, uranium is 92, most of the elements after 92, they are man-made. Now if they are man-made, now after World War II, okay, after World War II, Maybe you remember something like this. There was a Cold War. Have you heard about Cold War?
Yes, sir. But in
Okay, you have just heard about Cold War, na? So a Cold War, it doesn't mean it happens in winter seasons. It just means that mainly US and the USSR, that is no longer the Soviet Russia, and the US, United States of America. These were having a Cold War in the sense that they were fighting some proxy wars in which they mainly competed. For example, sending people in space. You must have known this is the people that you will learn about going to space were mainly from USSR or either USA. Correct? Now, this competition type of war is known as Cold War. And people from USC and people from USSR, both of these were also working on chemistry. And sometimes you invent element, and when you are making, then you don't want to the whole world, okay?
sir,
Because that
your
is
voice
a
is
new
lagging.
technology. Yeah, I just got to know that. I don't know why this is happening. Let me just see. Okay, is this fine now?
Yes, sir. Now fine.
No, it is fine. Okay. So sometimes it's just have to. Okay. Now when US and USSR, these were making, I mean, scientists there were making new elements. Now there was one very much controversy regarding the element with atomic number 104. Both of these, USA and USSR, both of them claim that we have the element which whose atomic number is 104. The people in USA, they named it Rutherfordium. Okay, but in USSR, they named it Kurcha, something like this, Kurchatovium. So Kurchatov should be name of the scientist, and they named it Kurchatovium. Now, this was a controversy. So for that controversy, IUPAC came, and IUPAC said that, don't worry, after 100, I will give the rules for nomenclature. You don't have to fight. Okay, you don't have to fight, because obviously there were, I mean, most of the people in the IUPAC would be from USA and the USSR, but there were also some European scientists also. European scientists and some scientists from New Zealand also. I guess Rutherford is the only scientist from New Zealand in chemistry. Yeah. So Rutherford was from New Zealand. But obviously USA named it after Rutherford, okay? But USSR named it after Kurchatov. And this is the reason why IUPAC said that let us bring a new rule for nomenclature. So they said that you will name each digit, and these are the names for each digit, and then you will end each name with IUM. End each name with IUM. So it's just quite simple. Name each digit and end the name with IUM as one word. So that means it should not have any spaces between them or any hyphens between them, as one word. Okay, any hyphens between them. Okay, the short form for this you will take U for one, the nil and the P. So the short form UNP. Okay. So now can I give you the list, and then can you make it? Can you try those names and also their short forms?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is easy enough. So write the name and short form of the following elements according to IUPAC tools. Let me know when you are done. Then I will write the answers, and then we can move on. Okay, are you guys done? Let me start. I guess.
Yes, sir.
With that you must.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. So for E, it will be an octium, and this you can write as U O. Correct? Okay, so the first U will be capital. Okay. I mean, it is not necessary that it should be always capital, but if you are starting a sentence with something, then this can be capital. If you are in the middle, for example, you can write sodium like this. But if you are writing, I mean, somewhere in starting, we will write capital S. Okay. It is similar to that. Then for 106, it will be un nil. For 6, it is hexium. U. Then for it will be N, and for example, it will be H. For 101, it will be un nil anium. This will be U N U. For 111, it will be an anium. This will be U U U. Okay. Then it will be an bium. It will be U U B. For 110, it will be an nilium. U U N. Okay. So before your examination, please look at this topic, practice a few. Okay. Don't forget, because it is very easy, and even if it is for 1 mark also, then also it is important because there is no chance of getting it wrong. Okay. So now what we can do? Now we can move to the main topic. Okay, all of you got it right, correct?
Yes, sir. All right.
All right. Okay, fine. Good. Now, right, the S block. Okay. Now one more point. Both. Now, whenever a new element is discovered, and now whenever a new element is discovered, it first gets a temporary name according to the above rule. Then gets a permanent name after voting at IU. After voting at IUPAC. After voting at IUPAC. Okay, that's it. So these are the temporary names. Okay, these are not the permanent names. For example, this 104 element, when there was the voting in IUPAC, Rutherford won, and the name was given as Rutherford. Now all the elements, they have their permanent name, I guess. If you download the periodic table from the IUPAC website, all of them have name. I guess 118th element also has got name, that is Ogenason or something. Okay, but this is important. No one will ask you what is the permanent name. They will tell you to name 1118, the atomic number of the element 1118, and you will name it according to IPSC. Okay. Now let us write about the element blocks. Okay, so we have first of all the S block elements. This is completely descriptive chemistry. There are sub-conceptual part that will come. So S block elements, whatever I'm writing, you have to just agree on this. For example, I will say that all these are metals. Okay, and the general electronic configuration for the S block elements, it will have N and the S 1 to 2. What does this mean? What does this mean? You will understand this when I will write the electronic configuration of each of the element in the first group and the second group. Okay, the lithium family and the beryllium family. We have metal, these all are metals. These are highly reactive. Okay, these are highly reactive. Now, if anything is highly reactive now, then it rarely found, these things will be rarely found in pure state. So all these metals of the S block elements, you will rarely find them in the pure state. Now, as of gold, it is pretty much, I mean, it is one of the most unreactive metal. Gold, it is one of the most unreactive metal, and you will find that gold is always found in the pure state. Okay, it is always found in the pure state as a mineral. But elements of the S block element, S block, they will be generally found as oxides or sulfides. So highly reactive. Then they have low ionization enthalpy. After that, okay, this much is fine. There are two groups. Two groups. What are the two groups? Okay, are you done with the fourth point? Let me know if you are done with the last point. Then I will write the name of the element. Yes, okay. So we have group 1. And group 1 has what? First of all, the first thing is that we have the hydrogen in the group 1, the lithium, now how will you remember this? So I remembered it like this: Linak Rab Kasfar. Linak Rab Kasfar. Okay, Linak Rab Kasfar. Now you may have some mnemonics for this. One of the most famous mnemonic for this is Hey Lina. Hey Lena, करे रब से फरियाद. Okay, so I didn't find this very good when I was in 11th standard. I'm not 11th standard. In 10th standard, there was one of my senior. He was teaching me just to get his mnemonic right, his trick of remembering this right. So he was telling me a few things, and he's taught me two, the group 1 and group 2 elements. He said that say 10 times Lina Krab Kaswar, it will help you afterwards. So I said, okay, fine. Lina Krab Kaswar, I said that. So if you say it, for example, 10 times or sometimes. Now, one thing that I will always do is that for group 1, you know the mnemonic. So on every class till chemical bonding, I will ask you, this I can do. I will ask you the mnemonics or the trick for group 1 elements, group 2 elements, and till group 18, but leaving the groups from 3 to 12. Okay, 3 to 12, we will leave that because that is not for you. But most important is the group S block elements and the P block elements. Okay. So how would you like to remember it? Hey Lina करे रब से फरियाद or Lina Krab Kaswar? Yes, Hamza. How would you
Sir,
remember it?
I would,
Lina Krab.
sir, I would better make my own.
So you have your own. What is
No,
your own?
I'll make my own.
That is the best. That is best. If you make your own, it is the best. What about Hiba? Don't know. Hiba doesn't know. Why Hiba doesn't answer anything? Yes, Hiba.
Sir, both are okay.
Both are okay. Okay. What about Khalid? Khalid also doesn't know. Khalid and Salman, they have some internet issues. Sometimes they get disconnected. I don't know. Now, even if I can see Khalid present here, but I don't know whether he's really present. What about Salman?
Hey, no,
Khalid is here.
I'm not gonna buy hard this. This is too confusing.
Lina Krab Kasper, like the same.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, it is just like.
I'm not doing the same.
Sorry.
I'm not doing the same. Maybe a different one, which I can remember.
I mean, if you develop your own way, then it is fine. What about Khalid?
Yes, sir.
Which way?
Lina corrupts fur.
Lina Rab Kasper. Lina Rab Kasper. Say it like this.
Lina
Hydrogen you
corrupt.
can remember. Yeah, Lina Rab Kasper. Lina Rab Kasper. Lina can be said as one word. And Rab Kasper. Lina Rab Kasper. So these are hydrogen.
Like, I don't seriously understand even what you're saying.
Salman, you don't understand what I'm saying.
I mean the mixing. What is it?
The meaning of Lina Rab Kasper.
Yeah.
It is not a word.
Oh, I thought in Hindi or Urdu something. Who knows?
There is nothing. It is just remembering them as it is because Lina Krab Kasper, it can be remembered. Okay, it can be Lina Krab Kasper. Lina Krab Kasper, if you say a few times, Lina Krab Kasper, because it has, see, we have a vowel here, we have a vowel here, and then we can stop here. Then for RB, you can say rub. So in the middle, there is a vowel. So it kind of make a proxy word. Lina can be a word. It sounds like a word. I mean, since you said that I don't understand what you are saying and you are thinking that you are talking some other language, that means that Lina can be a word. So you can remember it. Lina Krab Kasper. For Na, it is sodium. The problem for me for Hey Lina Kare Rab Se Faryad was, for example, it is Cr Kare. Now, there is also one more Kare in the chromium, which is Kr Kare is for potassium, Cr is for chromium. So I used to get confused with them. That is why I learned it the same way as it is. Lina Krab Kasper. For K, it is potassium. RB, it is rubidium. CS it is cesium. Now Fr it is francium. Okay. Now the atomic number for hydrogen is 1. Okay. So hydrogen is 1, and for this it is, how much is for lithium? You add 2. Okay, remember this number: 2, 8, 18. Then after 18 you will again add 18. Then you will add 32. Okay, 2, 8, 18, 18, 32. 2, 8, 8, 2, 8, 18, 18, 32. So if you add 2 here, lithium would be 3, right? Now add 8 to this, it will be 11. Now after 11, okay, no, sorry, 2, 8, 8 is like this: 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32. Yeah, 2, 8, 8, 8, 8. After sodium, you will add again 8, it will be 19. After potassium, it is calcium. No? After potassium, we have calcium. This will be 19. Rubidium will be, now after here, we can add how much? 18. So 18, then 7, and then 2, and it is 37. Cesium again 18. So if I add 8 to 7, it will be 15. And then 2 here, so it will be, no, francium, it will be 32. So it will be 32. So 7 and 5 plus 3 is 887. Now for hydrogen, the atomic electronic configuration, it will be equal to 1s2. What will be for lithium? We will write helium. Sorry, not 1s2. I completely 1s1. For lithium, it will be helium 2s1. For sodium, it will be what? Neon 3s1. For potassium, it will be argon 4s1. For rubidium, it will be how much? After argon comes krypton 5s1. This will be xenon 6s1. This will be radon 7s1. What will be the general electronic configuration for group 1? Can somebody say what will be the general electronic configuration for group 1? Okay, no one. See, this is variable, not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are variable, and these are the principal quantum numbers. So principal quantum numbers is written as n. I mean, it can have the principal quantum number as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but s is the constant. So you will write s, and this one valence electron, it is 1 is the constant. So the group 1 will have general electronic configuration of ns1. Okay, so now general electronic configuration of ns1. And when I wrote S block element has ns1 to 2, that means S block can either have ns1 or they can have the electronic configuration of ns2. Let me know if you are done with this group 1 elements. Hiba is done. What about others?
Sir, done.
Done.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now you will tell me. Write the remarks. And in remarks, now you will tell me valence electron in group 1 element is equal to how much? The valence electron. Valence electron in group 1 element is equal to how much?
Do we have to say it in chat or we can say it now?
No, you can, it's chat is, I will prefer chat. I hope you remember, now we have done valence electrons. We have also done valence. We have also done the valence shell. Yes, Khalid, that is right. Valence electron in group 1. So only Khalid. Okay, fine. Hamza, can you tell me the valence electron here? Okay, somebody else answered. Yes, Hamza, correct. Okay. What about Hiba? Okay, now do I need to ask everyone's names and then only you will answer? All of you can answer. Yeah, that is correct, Hiba. Salman, what about you? You want some help, Salman? Can you please answer? I don't know why you guys take so much of time. Net is unstable. Okay. So element, so in all of them, we can say that for hydrogen, the valence shell is first one and the number of electrons in the first shell is 1. In lithium, we have the valence shell as 2 and the number of electrons in the valence shell is 1. And for sodium, potassium, and etc. also, the number of valence electron, the number of electrons in the valence shell is equal to 1. So the valence electron in group 1 element is equal to 1 for all of them. And it is also easy to remember because it is group 1 and the number of valence electron is also equal to 1. Now there is another term which is known as valency. It's known as valency. Okay, so what is the difference between valence electron? Valence electron is just the number of electron present in the valence shell. Okay, that we have learned in the electronic configuration. Now, valency can be two things. Valency can be two things. Okay, it can be either the number of valence electron or it can be 8 minus number of valence electrons. Okay, now whichever is less, that's the valency. Okay, so for valency also you have to know the number of valence electron. So for example, in group 1, the number of valence electron is equal to 1. So valency can be either, it can be for group 1. What will be the valency for group 1? Will it be 1 or will it be 8 minus 1, which is equal to 7? Tell me, what will be the valency? 1 or 7? Okay, so valency is number of electrons. It can be either number of, 1, right? Valency is equal to 1 because between 1 and 7, which is lesser, 1 is less. Okay, now I'm not able to. Okay, still I'm not able to. Why I'm not able to? Okay, I have got the eraser. Array. Wait a second, no. Now it is fine. You don't have to write these things, okay? You have to write just number of valence electron Just wait a second, okay? I think something, there is some problem with the OneNote because I am not able to select the pens. The eraser has been selected and then it is not. Just wait a second, let me stop the sharing. Let me check the OneNote now. It is still not behave. Okay, now it is behaving properly. Let me check once again. I don't know how to. No, yeah, no, it is fine. So the valency for group 1 is 1. Right, group 2 elements. This we will do a bit fast, okay? This we will do a bit fast. Now group 2 elements, in this we have बे, मग, का, सर बड़ा. Okay, so it is बे, मग, का, सर बड़ा. All of you know magas, right? All of you know magas. What is magas? Hamza, Heba, Khalid, Salman.
Nah.
No, sir, I don't know.
You guys don't know magas. Do you have anyone around? Magas? How can you not know magas?
Sir, elder?
Yeah, elder.
No, sir, not now.
What about Khalid, Salman? Anyone? No one. No one is around.
Currently not around.
That is sad. Magas. It is brain. Magas means brain. Did it strike not now? Or did it not?
Sir, in which language?
Magas in Urdu. Magas in Urdu, it is brain.
Sir,
Even though
I
I have
don't
someone
know.
around.
That is sad.
Like, I can read Urdu, but I don't know many of the meanings in Urdu. Like, what does that they mean?
Okay. Salman was saying something. Yes, Salman?
Even though I have someone around, I'm the only one who speaks Urdu in my house.
Okay. Okay, fine. So it is, you may have, you will see people with very big heads, but they don't have any brain inside. So this group is named after them. That is B. Mag. Mag means magas. B. Magas. Ka. Sar. Bada. Okay. B. Mag ka. Sar bada. So you can remember B. Mag ka means without the brain, the head is very large. B. Mag ka. Sar bada. Just to also, I mean, just to keep it simple, because we don't have anything to remember else. Be mag ka sar bada, then you will also be remembering the elements symbols, right? So B is for beryllium. What is Mg? No one says anything. Magnesium. Ca is calcium. Sr is strontium. Barium. And this is radium. Okay. Now, beryllium is 4, because this is in second period. Okay, this is in second period. Also, let me write it. This is second period. This is third period. Fourth period. Fifth period. Sixth period. Seventh period. Now you will appreciate. Okay, let me write here also. This is first period. Hydrogen is first period. Second period. Third period. Fourth period. Fifth period. Sixth period. And seventh period. Now you will recognize and appreciate the electronic configuration. See, if you have the seventh period, then the principal quantum number is also 7, right? So this here is telling you about this 7 is telling you about the period number also. This 1 is telling you about the group number also. Okay. So this electronic configuration will tell you exactly on which period and in which group a particular element is also. Okay. Now for the next one, we have beryllium. Okay, we have done. This will be 4. Add 8, it will be 12. Add 8, it will be 20. Add 18, it will be 38. Add another 18, it will be 56. And add another 32, it will be 88. Now I want all of you to write the electronic configuration. And then you will tell me number of valence electron is equal to how much, and the valency is equal to how much. Done? Yes, sir. Okay, Hamza, done?
Yes, sir. Done.
So tell me so in the chat, tell me number of valence electron for group 2 elements and the valency. No follow. Okay. What about Hamza? Are you done with electronic configuration? Yes, Hamza, correct. And what will be the valency, Hamza? Yes, correct. Just we have to give 2s1, sorry, 2s2, then it will be 3s2, The number of valence electron, this will be equal to how much? 2. And valency, it can be either 2 or 8 minus 2, that is equal to 6. So between 2 and 6, which is the least, 2 is the least, that is why the valency will be equal to how much? 2. Okay, Khalid, I don't know why you gave the answer for valence electron as 1, I guess, no? Valence electron will be 2, na? See, the valence shell is 2 here, and the number of electron
Accidentally
prefixes
wrote
is
2.
yeah.
Accidentally
Okay.
wrote 1.
Oh, you accidentally wrote 1. Okay, fine. That is fine. Then write some remarks regarding the group 1 group. Remarks. Okay. First point is that group 1 elements are known as group 1 element are known as alkali metals. Okay, these are known as alkali metals. Now, if you see this, we have lithium, sodium, potassium, right? These elements, sodium and potassium mainly, these are the bases, right? NaOH, KOH, these are the most strongest bases in the periodic table, and that is why they have been named as alkali metals. Group 2 elements are known as alkaline earth metals. Now, why alkaline earth metals? These also have the property, these also have the tendency to form bases, that is alkaline in nature. But magnesium and calcium, these are the two of the most commonly found elements on the earth crust. Okay, magnesium and calcium, you can easily find them on the earth, you don't have to do too much of mining. Okay, calcium and these things can be easily found. That is why the group 2 elements are known as alkaline earth metals. Now, except lithium and beryllium, all elements of group 2, sorry, of S block element of S block form only ionic compounds. They form only ionic compounds. Group 1 elements easily lose one electron to gain the noble gas configuration. Hence the common oxidation state of group 1 is +1. Okay, for example, sodium, it will lose electron and form sodium positive and 1 electron. Okay, sodium positive and 1 electron. Why? Because if you look at sodium, it has 11 protons and it has 11 electrons initially. So 11 protons, 11 positive charges, 11 electrons, that means 11 negative charges. Now, if we lose 1 electron, you will have 11 protons and there will be only 10 electrons. Now, as you can see, there are 11 positive charges, but only 10 negative charges of electron. So the 10 positive charges from proton and the 10 electrons, they can cancel each other, but there will be one positive charge, that is 1 proton, which will be left, and it will be unneutralized. Okay, it will be unneutralized. Similarly, Group 2 elements can easily lose 2 electrons to gain the noble gas configuration, and their common oxidation state. Okay, what is OS? It is oxidation state is +2. For example, let's say you have magnesium. This will get converted into Mg2 plus 2 electron. So here you have magnesium. What is the atomic number for magnesium?
12.
Sir, 12.
So it will have how much protons? 12 protons and 12 electrons. This has 12 electrons and 12 protons. Magnesium 2 plus, it will have 12 protons, but 2 electrons have left. That is why it will be having 10 electrons. And hence it has 2 positive charges, right? 10 protons and 10 electrons, they will neutralize each other, positive, negative, but 2 protons will be left unneutralized. So the common oxidation state here is +2. Any doubts still here? You guys know these things, right? In 10th standard, you must have heard about these things, ना? कुछ तो ऐसे आप लोगों को याद आ रहा होगा.
Yes, sir.
No?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What? Yes, ना? हाँ. Let me know if you are done writing these. Okay. Now there is one more point here. Hydrogen is usually written as a part of group 1, but it can also be placed above the group 17 as gaining 1 electron. Hydrogen can achieve noble gas configuration. Okay. Hydrogen is usually, we have also written that as a part of group 1. Okay, but it can also be placed above the group 17. Therefore, IUPAC advises that hydrogen should be placed on top of the periodic table alone. If you're done. Everybody is done. Waiting for Hamza, Khalid, Salman.
Done, sir.
Done. What about others? Khalid and Salman.
Yes, sir. Done.
Just raise your hand if you're done. Okay, Salman. I hope you are done.
Wait a second. No, not yet, sir. Sir, can you check?
Sorry,
Okay.
not
Okay, sir.
yet.
Done, sir. Done.
What comes the P block elements? Okay, we'll have the P block element. So the general electronic configuration here it will be. We always write the valence shells. Okay, so NS. You will have NS. This will be always 2. Okay, this will be NS2, and you will have NP. From P it will vary from 1 to 6. Okay, from P it will vary 1 to 6. We'll see why it is the reason. In P block, we first of all have the group 13. This group 13 is also sometimes written as 3A, but don't worry about it. IUPAC has said that we will remove that Roman one. We must see something like 3A, and there is 4A, and these type of namings. IUPAC said that no such naming. Group 1 to 18. So this is group 13. Now in group 13, what are the elements that we have and how to remember them? Okay, just hear this nicely. Don't write anything now. Just hear this first and tell me if this is fine or not. Baigan, aloo, gajar in thela. Is it fine or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Baigan,
Sir,
aloo,
what is
gajar
the
in
last
thela.
one?
TL. Okay. What about Khalid and Salman are fine? Yes, Salman.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. For now, yeah.
Okay, Heba.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is Baigan, aloo. Okay, no, let me just, wait a second, okay? Let me just shift this a bit here because we have got a lot of space. Baigan, aloo, gajar in thala. Okay. Now, what is the atomic number for? Okay, now this is beryllium. What is Al? Now you guys will help me. What is Al?
So aluminium.
Iron. Yeah, very good. Aluminium. What is Ga? What is Ga? Okay, you guys don't know. Gallium. LLIUM. What is iron? Indium. TS is TL is thallium. Okay, thallium. Baigan is for baigan, aloo, gajar, and thala. Now, beryllium, it is atomic number having 5. Now you will add here 8. This will give you 13. No. What? Okay. This is 13. So you guys write the rest of them. I will give you 1 minute. Okay, I will give you 1 minute. Write the atomic number for gallium, indium, and thallium in the period in the chat, not in your copy, in the chat. For gallium, indium, and thallium, one by one. Just give a comma. You will understand. Okay, Khalid. Hmm. No. You have to see this now. This is for first period. This is for second period. This is for third period, fourth period, fifth period, and this will be for sixth period. If you have the first period element, then you will add 2. If you have second period element, then you will add the 8. This is 2p, 3p, 4p, 5p, and 6p. Try again, try again. If you see the periodic table, there are only 2 elements in the first period, right? That is why 2. That means if you are in the first period element, for example, if you are at hydrogen, that is 1. After hydrogen comes lithium. So for lithium, you have to add 2 in the first period. Yes, Hiba, correct for gallium. Yes, Hiba, correct for gallium. See for the group 1, how we have done for group 1 and group 2, then you will understand. Yeah, Hamza is correct. Hamza got it right. Okay, Khalid, can you please unmute?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Khalid. Okay, I didn't get it right. So let me see exactly. Okay, what is hydrogen? It is atomic number 1. For lithium, it would be how much? Okay, wait a second. Okay. I did my.
Sorry, your voice is lagging. It's lagging a lot.
Sir,
Lagging
you're
a lot?
lagging too much. I didn't understand anything you said.
Is it still lagging?
No, sir, not now.
Not now. Okay. So for helium, the atomic number is 1, right? Khalid?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For lithium, it will be how much? You will add 2. But first of all, you will see that. You have to understand, first of all, the period number. Okay, so hydrogen and helium. After hydrogen and helium, you have finished the first period. Okay. After hydrogen and helium, the first period is finished. Lithium is how much? This is 2. Now, what do you think about the beryllium? Should we add 2 or should we add 8? If you want to get the
Sir, we should add 8.
8, na? So we have added 8. 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. For gallium, it will be again 8. No, wait a second. 2, 8. Why am I messing this up? Just 2, 1 sec. First period is having. What did I write here? 2, 8, 8, 18. Once we have added that, then we have to add 8. So we added 8 here. Yeah, yes, Yuba, that is correct. Let me think. Why am I messing this up? This will be the first period element, second period element, then you have the third period element. Okay. So for the period, this it will be 2, 8, 18, 18, 32. 2, 8, 18, 18, 32. Hamza, can you tell me how did you get 31? 2, 8, 18, 18, 32.
Sir, I added 18.
And 18. Okay. This will be for your P block. This is the addition sequence for P block. I mean, not even 2. You will never add 2. You will just add 18, 8, 18, 18, 32. Okay. At 8, 18, 18, 32. 8, 18, 18, 32. So after 15, now gallium, I remember that gallium is 31 because of it comes after zinc, which is 30, which is 31. After that, it is 8. Now, after 18, 18, we have added 2 times, and it is 18. After 18, you have to add again 18. This will be 49, and this will be 50. Sorry, this will be 50 plus 30 is 80, and it will be 81. Okay. Just now try out the electronic configuration. For beryllium, it will be how much? The atomic number is 5. Khalid, remember this sequence for P block and that sequence for S block.
Okay,
For
sir.
beryllium, it will be helium 2s2 2p1. For aluminium, it will be neon is 10. You will start with the third one because it is 3, 3s2 3p1. For gallium, you will have after neon comes argon. And for argon, you will see that you will have, first of all, you will start with 4 S2 3d10, and after that you will have 4p1. For indium, you will have after argon, what comes after argon? Krypton. This will be 5s2 5s2 4d10, and then you will have 5p1. After krypton comes what? Xenon.
Xenon.
This will be 6s2 5, not 5. After that it will be 4f, no? 4f 14, and after 4f 14 it will be 5d10, and after 5d10 it will be 6p1. So the general electronic configuration for the group 13 elements, we can write it as, see, we here have, please see the valence shell here. The valence shell is 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4s and 4p, 5s2, 5p1, 6s2, 6p1. Okay, in all of them, 2s2, 2p1, 3s2, 3p1, 4s2, 4p1, ns2, sorry, 5s2, 5p1, 6s2, 6p1. So the generally we can write the group 13 has electronic configuration of ns2, np1. Did you guys get this? ns2, np1?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Okay. Now you will have to tell me 2 things now. The valence electron and the valence electron and the valency. Yes, Khalid, correct. What about others? Hamza, Hiba, Salman, valence electron and the valency. Yes, Hiba, correct. Oh, no, 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 no. No, Hamza. Okay. Hiba, you have got the valence electron, right? Hiba, can you please unmute?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the valence electrons are equal to 3. And Hamza, you have made a mistake. You have to add the the number of electrons in the valence shell. So you must have missed this 2 here. Okay. Now valency can be either the number of valence electron, right, Hiba? Or it can be 8 minus valence electron, correct?
Yes, sir.
Whichever is lowest. So the valence electron is equal to how much? 3. Or it can be 8 minus 3, which is equal to 5, na? So it can be either 3 or 5. Did you guys hear that?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Was it scary or I was scared? Okay. Wait a second. Just my dad came to guess what? He came to remove the plug. Okay. So what will be the valency here, Hiba?
Sir, 3.
Yeah. So why did you write 1? Yes. Hiba, what happened? Why did you write 1 then? So the valency is 3. Okay. The valency would be 3. Now write some remarks. And Hamza, you got, I mean, did you get the mistake? You
Yes, sir. I
understand
got
it now?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, the P block elements are also known as representative elements. Or main group elements. It is also known as representative elements or main group elements. At the end of each period, is a noble gas. Oh, sorry. Wait a second. This is group 13 only now. Wait a second. Write some. Okay, fine. Write it down. No problem. Is at the end of each period is a noble gas. After that, you can write electronic configuration for p block is ns2 np126. Okay, I should have written this remarks after we had done group 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, but no problem. I write it now. Then we will look at the group 14, 15, 16, 17. Can I scroll down?
Yes, sir.
All right. We are at group 15, group 14.
Sir, wait a second. Can you go up or do take a screen?
Yeah, wait a second. Let me just write group 14 and then I can go. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Done. All right. So listen to it first. Nana Patekar. Okay, this is group 14. Na? So it is Kaisi Geet Sunao Prabhu. Kaisi Geet Sunao Prabhu. Carbon. Na? 13, 14. Kaisi Geet Sunao Prabhu. Okay, any problem? Can you remember it like this? No? Yes?
So no problem.
Yes. Cassie.
Yes, sir.
This whole thing will be Cassie.
What again, sir?
Once again.
Yeah.
Cassie. Geet. Geet means song. As in Sunao. Prabhu. Prabhu is Hindi for God.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cassie, Geet. Geet, you know, na? Or you don't know Geet?
Yeah, I know Geet. I know Geet.
You know Geet. Where are you? You are from Hyderabad, na?
Nah, I'm from Sri Lanka.
Okay, you are from Sri Lanka. Okay. And Khalid is from Bangladesh. Okay.
Yes,
Geet
sir.
you would know. So you know all these words, Khalid?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So Cassie Geet Sunao Prabhu. Okay. Carbon, silicon, germanium. This is tin. This is lead. Okay, this is tin and this is lead. Okay. Now we have carbon. Now carbon is the atomic number 6. Plus 8, it will be 14. Plus 18, it will be 32. Plus 18, it will be 50. And plus 32, it will be 82. Now the electronic configuration. Let me just write it like this. We have first of all, after helium, yeah, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. So helium is 2. I need after helium is 2. Electron is still 2s2, and this will be 2p, 4 more electrons. For neon, it will be 3s2 and it will be 3p2. For argon, it will be 4s2, 3d10, 4p2. For krypton, it will be 5s2. Sorry, not 3d, 4d, 10, and then we will have 5p2. For lead, it will be xenon, and after xenon, it will be 6s2. After 6s2, we will have 4f, 14, 5d10, 6p2. Okay. So the general electronic configuration for the group 15 elements, it will be ns2 and np. What will be np? np2. Now here also write the valence electron is equal to how much and the valency. is equal to how much? Okay, solid is correct. Hamza is also correct. Salman, are you done writing? Are you still writing, Salman?
Wait a second, sir. I didn't say finish it.
Sir,
I disconnected them.
okay, so you are writing. Okay, fine. Write this down. Hiba, tell me the answer. Valence electron and the valency, Hiba. Yes, correct. Okay, so the valence electron, as we can all see, NS2 has 2 electrons, NP2 2 electron, 2 to 4. Now, see, group 14 will have 4 valence electron and its valency will be 4. Okay, valency will be 4. Now, here you will write 1 point also. Silicon is metalloid. Okay, silicon is metalloid. Now, after writing silicon is metalloid, write a note here. Elements above metalloids are above, okay, not before. Above metalloids are non-metals and elements after metalloids are metal. So if silicon is metal, non-metals, carbon is non-metal, and rest are metals. Okay, and rest are metals. Now, if you see the IUPAC periodic table of the group 13, they have classified boron as also a metalloid, but NCERT has not classified boron as a metalloid. So we are not classifying boron as metalloid. All the elements in, okay, we didn't write anything right here, no? Right, 1 point in 13 that all elements are non-metals. Okay, now in bracket light, boron is metalloid. Okay, IUPAC, if you see the IUPAC periodic table from the website, it has boron as a metalloid, boron. So write these points. Elements above metalloids are non-metal. This is very important, okay? We'll be using this concept to classify the non-metals and the metals. It will make it very easy. If you remember just the metalloids, now you can remember all the, I mean, not you can remember, but you can arrive at all the non-metals and the metals. Because see, in your S block, everything is metal. In your D block, everything is sorry, everything is metal in D block and everything is metal in S block also. In P block, there is a question which are metals and which are non-metals. So in P block, you will neither remember the metals nor you will remember the non-metals. You will just remember the metalloids, and above the metalloids are non-metals, below the metalloids are metals. I should write not after, I should write below. Let me know if you are done with this one. Salman, you are done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after 14, group 15. So group 15 has, now please remember properly. Okay, please remember and listen now. Nana, Partaker, Aishwarya, Sab Bimar. Some people also say Sab Bhikhari. Bhikhari means a beggar, but everyone is elder here, so I don't want to call them Bhikhari, but I can call them ill. This is Nana. So I'm pretty sure Hamza and Hiba would be knowing Nana Partaker.
Yes, sir, we know.
What about Salman and Khalid?
Yes, sir. I know.
You know Nana Partaker also. Oh my God, he's famous. Okay, what about Salman? Salman, you don't watch Bollywood and the Bollywood of 2000? What
Nah,
are the movies that you have not watched any Bollywood movies?
like I did maybe before, like 2011 or something. Now we don't have a TV. And yeah, I don't know.
Obviously, nobody has a TV nowadays. Who has a TV? You guys have TV? Khalid, Hamza?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you guys have TV. So, I mean, many of the people don't have TV nowadays. After the the internet has got such fast now. No one has TV. Have you seen Welcome? What are the movies that have you seen, Salman?
Maybe like
Yes, Salman.
right now movies like Fast and Furious. #1.
I'm asking about Bollywood.
Bollywood, no,
Not
sorry,
Bollywood.
no, no, anything.
You
I
have
don't
not.
remember
You don't
that.
remember any?
No, I don't remember any.
Okay. What can we say?
Because I don't usually
You're
see
not.
them.
You're not missing anything. It's just that it will be a bit difficult to remember the names here. Nana Patekar, Aishwarya Sab Bimar. Now Hamza, Hiba, and Khalid, if they knows these names, they will never forget. Nana Patekar, Aishwarya Sab Bimar. Now there is an English one also here. There is an English one. It is like no place as sober Birmingham. Do you know of this show Peaky Blinders? Does
No.
anyone? Salman, do you know this? No? So,
I'm not so.
I mean,
into
what? Then
movies.
you should remember it like this. You know how? Sorry?
I'm not so into like movies and stuff like that.
Even I am not so into movies, but I know the what is going on in the popular culture. That's it. I have not watched Peaky Blinders, but I have watched a few things about it just to because most of my students, they will be watching those things, so I should know what is happening, right? And it is also good if I can bring some mnemonics from what is happening right now in the popular culture. So okay, Hamza, Hiba, Khalid also. No one of you know Peaky Blinders? None of you?
No, sir.
No, sir. I don't watch any series or movies except one or two.
Except one or two. Okay. Most of the students in India, they watch. That is why I have to keep up. So there is, no place as sober Birmingham, because in Peaky Blinders, they had the business was basically, first of all, a bar, and they were placed in Birmingham. Okay. So sober, it means that if you are not drunk, it is sober. That is why there is no place as sober Birmingham. Everyone in Birmingham is drunk. but let me remove that because it is of no use. Nana Patekar, Ashwarya, Sabimar is a better one. Okay, fine. If I'm talking, then you can write the names of these things, na? Nitrogen. Then there is phosphorus. Okay, I just remembered that as soon as I wrote phosphorus, I remembered that R's. Okay. Silicon and germanium. Please write here now. Please write this silicon and germanium. I remember that 2, 2, 2, 1. Okay. Phosphorus, arsenic. This is antimony. This is bismuth. Okay. Now, in this we have, these are the metalloids.
Sir, what did you write in the last one again?
Okay, I
Bismuth.
wrote bismuth. Yeah. Okay, again it is not. It is getting selected. No. Why it is happening like this? One note is giving me some problems.
Like what's happening from your side?
I'm not able to select these things.
Move
Now
your
it is
mouse a
selected.
bit, then again select it.
Move my mouse a bit, okay? Like this. No, already it is moving. If I, even if I have my pen, it is moving. I don't know, pen. So arsenic and antimony, these are metallite, okay? So above it will be non-metals, and below that is only bismuth, it will be metal. These are non-metals, these will be metals. So nitrogen, the atomic number for nitrogen is 7. This will be 15. This will be 33. After 33, it will be 51 and 83. Okay. So here again, we will have helium. After helium, you will have 2s2, 2p3. You have neon, 3s2, 3p3. Argon, it will be 4s2, 3d10, 4p3. After argon, helium, neon, argon, krypton, 5s2, 4d10, 5p3. Xenon, 6s2, 4f14, 5d10, and 6p3. Okay. So the general electronic configuration for these will be NS2, and we will have NP3. Now again, you have to tell me the valence electrons and the valency. Number of valence electrons and the valency. Okay. So this is the last group that we will do today. The next we will see on Saturday. You know, I don't really like when the classes are on Saturdays and Sundays only. I mean, there's a gap of 5 days between 2 classes. That sentence, okay. Yes, Hamza, that is correct. Very good. Yes, Khalid, that is correct. Very good.
Sir, the old days were better. Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursdays. I also like it that way only. I mean, at least 2 days gap or 1 day gap. But I guess some had some problem or something. I guess some of you have some class. Hamza and Hiba, you have some classes, no? Tuesday, Thursday.
Yes, sir. Tuesday I have, Thursday I don't have.
Thursday you don't have. But now we can't change because my I have all the days have been fixed now. I cannot change the days now. Okay, yes, everyone has got it right. I don't get any answers from Salman. Why is that, Salman?
I mean, these days are better. And also, I couldn't understand now.
You could not find valence electron and valence C? Yes, Salman.
Yes, sir, I'm stuck. I don't know why.
No, please say it properly. I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Sir, can you show once more how to do it again? Because I got stuck right now.
Yeah. Okay. So you tell me. In nitrogen, which is the valence shell? Which is the valence shell in nitrogen? And please keep yourself, keep your mic on. Don't turn it off. Okay, I'm not able to hear you. I guess you have got disconnected or something. I can see you, but okay. Yep, Salman has got disconnected. So you guys have written it rightly. It is 5 electrons. Just add the number of electrons out in the outermost shell, and the valency will be equal to 8 minus 5, which is equal to 3. Okay, Salman. Okay. Now Khalid has got disconnected. Salman, can you unmute yourself? Can you turn the mic on?
Yeah, sir.
Can you tell me what is the valence shell in nitrogen? What is the valence shell in nitrogen? Okay, you said something like 2, I guess. Okay. And what are the valence subshell? What are the valence subshell? What are the valence subshell? What are the valence What are the valence subshell? Okay, I think he got disconnected again. Okay, Hamza and Hiba, have you written these two? The valence electron and the valency you have written at this one node?
Yes, sir, done.
Yes, done. Okay, fine. No, valence subshell are 2s and 2p. This is also 2, this is also 2. So whatever is in the valence shell, those are the valence subshell, and the number of electrons in those valence subshell, this will be equal to the number of electrons in the valence shell. So you have to add whatever is in the 2 and the 2 here, whatever is in the 3 and the 3 here, 4 and 4 here, 5 and 5 here, 6 and 6 here. Okay, then that will be the valence electron. Valency can be either the number of valence electron, that is 5, or it can be 8 minus valence electron, that is 8 minus 5. This will be equal to 3, and this is 5, whichever is lesser. So in this 3 is lesser, so valency will be equal to 3 and not 5. That's it. Okay, now okay, Salman, you are saying something.
Hello,
I
sir.
cannot hear
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I wrote 3.
See, you can keep your mic on. I heard. Okay. You turned your mic off after the, I mean, whoever is there, he shouted. Don't worry about it. It's
That was
fine.
my sister.
I mean,
Yeah,
won't think,
I wrote 5 instead of 3.
I
and
won't
then
think that
it
Salman is
became,
shouting.
5.
Why did you write that? Valence electron is how much? Valence electron is, oh, okay. So you wrote valence electron how much? 3.
Yeah.
So you said you saw only this 3, right? That is why. Whatever is on the last. Correct, Salman?
Yeah.
But you please tell me that you understand that this is also in the valence shell. This is also in the last shell, right, Salman?
Yeah.
You don't think? Okay. What about this? This is this in the last shell?
No, like I like what is that? Instead of valency, I wrote valence electrons and yeah. Understand, sir?
But you understand it. Why it is 5 and why it is 3?
Yeah. Right now, yeah.
Okay, fine then. That is. Okay. Again, you unmuted yourself. Okay, sorry. You turned your mic off. That means you muted yourself. Okay. So we will learn how to remember. We are done till group 15. So 16, 17, 18.